just send me a
Hello, good morning.
good morning.
Take a look at that background. You can hardly see our faces, but come on, that background.
I think we've never looked better myself.
Well, okay. So I'm going to look at the chats because right now, that's kind of what we have to do.
Okay, I just need to listen to this.
Yeah, the thing is, we're still working right now, and Christie can't say no to work. So yeah, she's just finding out that we found nothing. Nothing is accomplished at immigration for Spencer, which is kind of sad, but away we go. So let's see here what's going on. And nobody said anything yet on chat. So good morning to you. That's a guy walking by. He's selling things. So I hope no snow. No snow, Jeff. We don't have any snow, but we do have the water, which is way better. And I don't know if you guys can hear us. And I think we're making the screen shake like crazy. So I'm going to sit back here.
Just keep going. I'm talking.
Yeah, I don't know what the problem is. Nobody needs to talk right now. So there we go.
Yeah, it needs to be resolved. So just do your coffee time for a second, please, and I will be joining you in a second.
She's correcting me in front of you all.
Because this has to get done.
It doesn't have to. So, okay, so tell me what's going on in your world. Are you at the ocean right now? Morning, guys. 5 days to go. Awesome, Randy. You got to be doing this in the morning when you get here because this is way better than surviving in the snow. Because you don't really live in the snow, you survive in the snow.
Some people love the snow.
I don't know.
Some people do love it.
Apparently, some people love cilantro.
I guess. There are crazy people out there.
That's what I was going to say. There are crazy people out there. So, okay, so what's up with you guys today? I hope you're having a good time. It is Tuesday, so today is coaching day for us. So we're getting coached at noon. We thought we were going to be from Casa Denise, but the house is getting termited. I don't know what you say. Fumigated. And it's going to take like 5 hours. And we just don't have 5 hours to sit around at a place. So we thought we'd come sit here.
And sit around for 5 hours here. No, we're
not. No. Jeff says no, but thanks for the reminder. Excellent. Glad to help. So, hon,
yes,
help me out here.
You can talk very well. I know you can.
This is a problem right now. You're watching us fight. I don't know why we're fighting.
How are we fighting?
Oh, you're telling me that we can't talk right now. We should be talking to these people.
I know, but there's business that has to be taken care of right this second. This is not personal. This is business. So
Jeff says good decision.
Good morning, Mary Carmen. So we can do both, right? Like we can chat and I can do some work
and
then
can't.
You can do chat.
No, otherwise we're not going to do this. So yes. Okay. So what can we talk about today? It's just Jeff and Randy that are talking to us today. What's going on?
Well, Mary Carmen's on, and there's a few other people.
Did Mary Carmen say something? Which Mary Carmen?
Mary Carmen. How many Mary Carmens do you know?
4.
Yeah.
So this is Mary Carmen that lives by us?
Yes.
We like Mary Carmen.
We like all the Mary Carmens we apparently know.
Yes, we do. So here we go. Lori says we are funny. Sheila says good morning. And Jeff, just good decision. I like that. I'm going to stick with that good decision because when I make bad decisions, which aren't very often, but when I make good decisions, it's good to be told it's a good decision because Christie will never tell me that.
That's not true.
Yeah, it is. So whatever I choose to do, it will be wrong unless it is what she wanted me to do.
I think maybe we're going to have to cut this coffee time short. My husband seems to be in quite a grumpy mood.
I'm not in a grumpy mood. Bertrand Ross says, good morning. Glenda says, I'm here. Good morning. Now, I don't know how, Bertrand, how you made it so when it says good, it actually does the next line and it says morning. But I like it. Look at that. It's the only one I've seen that it's done that. So maybe do that where you can take every single line and
just
send
make
it to us.
So it looks like we have more chats. Is that what you're hoping for?
Jeff says it was a good decision to hit the beach, then wait 5 hours for Casa Denise. There is zero possibility of us staying here for 5 hours. We have way too much to do. And mind you, it is beautiful. I have to show you here. I have to kind of remember how this was, because I have to show you. There we go. And let's go this way. And I think it was like this.
Oh, it's all me now. Hello there.
Yeah, I don't know. So yeah, apparently I've messed this up somehow.
No, this is how it was before.
No, but what I mean is this is no longer facing the right way, but I don't. You know what? I probably shouldn't remember where I left stuff.
No.
You know.
It works. It works.
You two need to turn around, look at that peaceful view, and just breathe. Deborah says, wow. There we go. Yeah, it's craziness. We're so busy right now.
Yeah.
And typically this time of year, we're not. So the election or something has been great for us.
Well, just I think overall, I mean, I think people are wanting to have their little bit of paradise. And look, this is why we decided to do it here this morning, because we could have went home and been 5 minutes later, but then because Casa Denise is very close to here.
Yeah.
But we decided to come here instead, take some time, enjoy the sun and the waves.
If you didn't buy Casa Denise, you missed out.
Now, can you guys all hear us fine over the waves? Because the waves are quite loud this morning. We did have them turn the music down for us so you could hear us a little bit better.
So Jeff says, are the snowbirds flocking there?
They're not flocking because some of them are not willing to do the quarantine when they get home. I think the tried and true, and some of them are just simply scared. They think that even if the protocols are good here and they have issues, the medical system won't be able to take care of them down here.
We know older folks here in their 70s and 80s who've had COVID. Fine, no problem.
We don't know a lot of people.
No, but we do know. We know at least 3.
Morning, Rachel.
So next is Randy saying, what place are you at? We are at Sucas. It's the place with the umbrellas up front, which is right beside Punta Arena. And these guys have been open straight through the pandemic, which, what a horrible name, pandemic. Pandemic indicates that many, many people are dying. Many people aren't dying. Sorry. Jeff is saying, as busy as previous years, we're busier than we've ever been in 17 years.
Summer than we've had in a long
period.
Time,
Period.
I mean, it's been a busy 4 years in general, but it's been a busy summer.
Glenda says sound is great. Kathy says yes, can hear you fine over waves. Thank you, Kathy, and good morning. And David says good morning to you both. Hello, David. Good to see you.
Good morning. Good morning.
So Christie's ordered green juice. This is the menu right here.
It's the back of it.
Oh, look, you can actually read it the right way. They have a cheese molcajete here, which is lava rock with a hole in it, and they heat it up.
It's a bowl. It's not a hole in it. It's a bowl.
Yeah, it's a lava bowl made of lava, like cold lava, not obviously hot lava.
My green juice is coming, so it's your soda water.
So they have here lots of good food, especially during the day when you have this behind you.
Yeah, no kidding.
Okay. Yes. Glenda says, as of today, almost 1 million people have died of COVID in Texas. I have a hard time believing that.
In Texas alone?
Yeah. 1 million people dying in Texas. I'm afraid that's not possible. I was referring to tourists. Thank you. But you already answered that. Thanks. Okay. Yeah. Tourists. Yeah. Jim says he's going to be here. Hello, Jim. In 1 more week.
Yay.
So, Glenda, we need to know how many people really died of COVID. Unless you're listening to Biden, because he said as of his speech, 200 million people had died. So that would make sense.
200 million.
He said that. So, and I think he said it twice. But I think, Glenda, maybe you may have heard that. I don't know. But 1 million people dying in Texas sounds tough.
It sounds impossible.
But during the
I can
hurricane,
see maybe 100,000. Even then, would
yeah,
be
that's
more
kind of
than-
no, because
but not a
only
million.
220 supposedly have died in the States from COVID. Nobody's dying of anything else right now. So yeah, so please comment. We need to see your comments to answer your comments.
So what did you guys all do this weekend?
Well, it's Tuesday. Like, do you remember what you did this weekend?
But yesterday we didn't really ask you, did we?
There's a lot of pulp in that
Yeah,
and a lot of sour.
it's delicious. Delicious. There's some celery, probably some spinach, some orange. It's delicious. I love their green juice here.
Glenda says they had 1 million cases of
Okay.
COVID.
That makes more sense.
It does.
There's a lot of people that are getting COVID. A lot of people are recovering, just like any other cold and flu that's out there.
So take your vitamin D, take your zinc, enjoy the sun, enjoy your life, and don't worry. Because when you worry, you weaken your immune system.
Yep.
Because you let all this cortisol go through your body. And then our body's like, hey, we've got all this inflammation. I think it's time to make them sick. Because our bodies are stupid that way. Isn't it incredible how we can be struck by lightning and live, but we can get a scratch and die? What a horrible, like, fragile, incredibly resilient machine
no kidding,
our
right?
soul inhabits.
Yeah.
So yeah, just be careful. Enjoy life. Enjoy the sun, if you have some. We do.
That's not very nice. There are lots of people out there. Well, they might have sun, but they maybe won't have warmth.
This is interesting. We've seen this all over Mexico. It's the menu on the QR code. And we were told when we started using QR codes, I don't know, 6 years ago, 7 years ago, they're dead. Nobody's going to use them. Everybody uses QR codes.
Yeah. Lots of restaurants. I'm sure you guys all have seen that in wherever you are from, too. Lots of the restaurants have their menu by QR code, so you don't have to touch that COVID-ridden menu.
So on some of our real estate signs, I put COVID. I put QR symbols, just so people can actually go right directly to the property's website. I have 5 signs that have individualized QR codes, and with those, I can actually change where they go at any given time. And that's the beauty of having a link shortening URL, mex.me, which was $400, but $400 well spent. So let's see here. David says, where are you? We are at a restaurant in Buenos Aires called Suka, which I guess if you were to pronounce it in English, if you were in English, it would be Suka. Suka. We're at Suka. Lori says, shoveled snow this past weekend. Ouch.
That's harsh.
We used to have a snowblower in Sylvan Lake, a little one, and I would put on my parka and I would be out there snow blowing. And I actually quite enjoyed it because I was warm in my heavy duty Canada Goose parka, which now I see that Canada Goose is like a franchise with stores and models of coats. But when I bought my coat, it was 25 years ago. Paid $300, had carbon heaters inside. You would take a match, you would light it, put it in the asbestos container. It would be red velvet, and you would be warm because that thing would be just popping out the heat inside your coat. I had fire in my coat. It was awesome. Okay. Deborah says almost 240,000 people have died in the U.S. What would they have died of if it wasn't COVID? How many of those people would have died anyway?
What were last year's stats and the year before? The average over the last 10 years even.
Jim says 19,240 deaths in Texas. How many last year? Randy says doing the same here. QRs are very popular here. Great idea. They put them on wine bottles. You can actually find out the history of the wine bottle or whatever alcohol you have in Mexico because they have QR codes, little tiny QR codes. And they're really cool, I think, because you can find out the history of when it came across the border, when it was manufactured. So you can find out a lot of stuff.
All those funky little details.
All used the snowblower. Al used the snowblower, and I shoveled the steps. Sounds like you got the good deal.
I used to like using the snowblower though.
David says we had around 6 inches on Saturday of snow. Deborah says it was COVID. Cheers. The thing that sucks about COVID is you can't see your older folks that are in the homes, and that's depressing them, and they're dying. There's so much wrong with what's going on right now. And if in the States they do the mandatory mask, oh my Lord, it's going to suck. Because already small businesses are freaking out because how the hell are they supposed to make money?
That was delicious.
We have so many folks here in Mexico City and Oaxaca that were begging. We've never seen that before. That is new.
Mm-hmm.
So that sucked. Everywhere we went, and they would just come walk right up to us. Money, money,
Yeah.
money, money.
Straight up asking for money. That's all they wanted.
Yeah. None of them said we need money for drugs. Oh, there we go. We got a lady in behind us. She wants to sell us some of her wares, which look like they're from Oaxaca. Because I can't turn around, but she sees herself. So
No
that's good.
gracias. I guess she wants to be on our little show, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, no,
No gracias.
no. So yeah, this is all from Oaxaca. So that way, we didn't have to go to Oaxaca to buy it. We should have found out how much the stuff was. Because if those numbers and letters were 40 or 50 pesos, we got screwed in Oaxaca. Because we went a long way to buy them. Did Taylor like her toys and stuff?
Yes.
She doesn't know about the Frida calipers yet. Jeff says, please stop talking COVID. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, I agree. There's no reason to, because it is so over talked about, and we're so over it that I would prefer not to bring it up.
But yet I have to wear a freaking mask to walk into a restaurant, but I get to take it off as soon as I sit down. It's crazy. Okay, Wendy says, in a condo here in Calgary now, no more shoveling like that. Less than 2 weeks till Bucerias. Good for you. There's no shoveling here either. Unless you've got a sand shovel, because there's kids at the beach that play all day long. I like to go along and just kick the sand castles. I don't.
Yeah, we checked in some of your neighbors the other day. Wendy, I believe you've met them. I'm not going to say their name.
No.
I guess it's Cindy. I can say your first name. She told me that she met you online with the group. So
Wendy says, love the vendor lady. It's actually a vendor kid.
She was a little girl.
She couldn't have been more than 10 years old, but from far away, she looked like a little old lady.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, but then I'm not having glasses on.
Which is probably why she stood so long and watched the.
She's a little kid.
TV or the screen on the phone. Yeah.
I have more. Do you know how much I pay for bottled water here at this restaurant? How much do I pay? Like 40 pesos? I think they're 40 or 45 pesos. It's cheaper for me to drink beer than it is to drink bottled water.
I can have 2 margaritas for the price that it costs you to have 2 waters here.
It is crazy. Like, I mean,
but
why?
It's a little early for a margarita, so.
How the hell am I paying more for water than she is for margaritas?
You're not paying more. And it says the margaritas are 2 for 1, the basic ones.
Yeah, but it's water. That really made me angry in Canada. We went to Nordegg, and I bought 1.5 liters of water, and I paid $3.99 for 1 liter of water, or 1.5 liters. And it occurred to me that gas is tons cheaper than bottled water. If you would have told me years ago that you'd be paying more for bottled water than you would be for what fuels your vehicle, I'd have called you crazy. It's Lori says never too early, Christie.
Well, I do have to work today. It is a work day, honey. I'm not on vacation anymore. I have to get that in my head.
When are we going to not be on vacation?
When are we going to not be on vacation?
Our lifestyle is not like it was in Canada.
No. But I mean, I still have to work.
There's a guy fishing beside us. He's just going to be fishing from shore. So if he catches something, I'll show you. But the fish along the shore during the day generally are very small. And then at nighttime, the big fish come in. And I mean 5-pounders, 10-pounders. But if you're fishing at nighttime, it's a great time. And you can watch in the waves if you don't have light pollution, which now, unfortunately, we have tons of light pollution. Yeah. But we used to watch the
bioluminescence.
The bioluminescence. You put me with a nail in my head.
My nail. I still have all my nails, so I didn't flick you with the nail.
What was it?
It was just a piece of.
It almost took my eye out.
It didn't even come close.
So you would see, like when the waves would roll, you would see a shot of sometimes blue or sometimes green bioluminescence. So it would light up. It was magical in those days. And we would go out fishing at nighttime, and in the water, you would see the fish going through the water because there would be this light trail that would follow the fish. That was cool. I miss those days. Same as somebody wants to go to the Mariettas and go to the Secret Beach. And they're like, have you been there? And we're like, yeah, we were there before it was famous. And we used to rent boats in the summertime when the kids were younger and just go out for the day. And we would go there and it would just be us. It would just be us on the whole freaking island.
It wasn't a big deal like it is now. I mean, I get it. They do have to protect it because people are not kind, and they take the stones and break things. And
we've done a lot of stuff in Mexico, and that's we encourage people to do it. You take the dirt roads. Yeah. Take the dirt roads because you never know where it's going to lead you. In fact, if you take the dirt roads now, it leads you to our house because we live on a dirt road.
Yeah. And Laurie, this is for you. Tonight or this afternoon, we are coming back to meet with some friends for cocktails. So I will have my margarita later tonight, just in case you're worried about me drinking juice and all that kind of healthy stuff.
David Smith says, how far are you from home? Probably 15 to 20 blocks. Max.
Yeah, we don't live far from the beach.
No, we don't.
No, nothing in Bucerius is far from the beach. Let's be honest.
Yeah. So probably to the beach, maybe 10 blocks-ish.
No, more than that.
I don't know.
I guess as the crow flies, maybe, but we have to go in and zigzag and around.
The crow doesn't fly here.
No.
The crow does this.
Yeah, it zigzags. I do know that from our house to Centro, which is very close to where we are, it's about a 45-minute walk. Now that was with a stroller.
Yeah. Morning, Jorge.
So we could probably do it in a little bit less than 45 minutes, but
yeah, oh yeah.
Because John and I walk pretty fast.
We could walk 20 minutes to the highway. Probably.
Well, that's what Zach and Tweeta said it was last night.
Yeah, but
50
slow.
minutes.
Yeah,
well, they have the stroller, yeah.
We don't have babies to push anymore, thank God.
Well,
although we have these dreams every once in a while that we have children. I did. And Christie got mad at me.
Yeah.
She's like, you should protect yourself. God, I'm sexy. What the hell do you want me to do?
Yeah, no, we're very happy being grandparents. I could not imagine being a mom again of a little one.
Yeah, and when we went to Costco,
I guess I am still a mom, technically.
When we went to Costco, Christie had Taylor in the cart, and she just is like, she's the happiest when she's got Taylor.
And right now, because there's lots of toys out and there's lots of Christmas decorations, oh, Nana, it's always, oh, Nana, wow. It's so cute.
And understand, we love Amberlyn just like we love Taylor. It's just Amberlyn's so young still. She really is a mama's girl.
Yeah.
And if she's not with mama, she ain't happy. And if she ain't happy, she is strong. Oh my gosh.
We do keep her once in a while, but she's still nursing and
she's very strong.
And she's very strong.
Very, very strong.
The way she lights up when she sees her Nana and Papa just makes my heart it's just amazing.
It is true. It is grandkids. Those people that say grandkids are better than having children. It's like, man, why didn't we just go straight to being a grandparent?
Now, I don't know if I'd say it's better than having children because I really did love being a
Oh,
mom,
absolutely. And I love being a dad.
but I really, really love being a grandma. And I guess part of it is, look, she's really grumpy. Take her. Just take her.
We like that.
Yeah.
A lot. So
It's
I
nice
guess
to be able to do that.
so. You guys are chatting with us. We see the numbers here. The numbers are great, but nobody's chatting. We would like to hear from
They just want to see if we're going to fight more.
you. Yeah, no. We're not really fighting. It's passive aggressive crap. Christie's really good at it.
I was working. We can't stop our lives to do this. We have to work once in a while, even during our coffee time.
I'm stopping my life right now. I've stopped breathing. I've stopped the cellular processes. The viruses in me stop when I'm doing this because this is the most important thing in my life right now.
Wow.
Holly says, "Hola." Where's Holla? I don't know. Are you hipster or are you Spanish? Is it hola or hola? I don't know.
Hi.
Hello. So I think, are we done? I mean, we're not done because we can't leave this.
We're going to be sitting here
I
for a
still
little
have-
bit longer.
I still have a little bit of the water in here. There we go. Oh, let's make it, what is it called when you have the swimming pool? And it goes, there we go, right there. Look at that. I've got a cup of the ocean in here. Salty. Ugh. Yeah, never drink ocean water because it will make you sick. Shay said, did. Our youngest daughter says, did in capital letters love being a mom? Shay,
You're so sensitive, Shay.
don't be a middle child forever, honey.
Well,
Holly says, lots of snow in Sylvan this morning.
sorry, Holly.
Yeah, David says, how often do you go to the beach? The answer is always not enough.
Yeah.
I've been in the water one time in probably the last year, and it was not too long ago. And because the water is warm, there's something in the water that I'm allergic to. Don't know what it is. It sucks because I've got 3 years of itchiness after I go in the water here. And nobody else in my family has this problem. I can feel the things hitting me, like they're
Are you
stinging
going to get
me.
grumpy if I take this and listen to Shirley's message?
Well, yes, I will.
You won't be.
Okay.
It's business again.
Yeah.
She's probably going to come and get the keys.
For what?
For
Casa
Denise.
Christie she's like a crack addict with her phone. If it dings, she's just like, I must answer it. I'm like, I don't care. It'll be days till I go on here, which is not good, but then she also gets my emails, so she tells me if anything's important. I used to live by the phone, and then probably 3 years ago, I went back to Canada, and I had some really great experiences. And from then, that's when the phone stopped being important in my life, because it's just, I hate being controlled by something. Like Christie. Okay, Nathan says, nothing like being on the beach. Wish I was with you. Hello, Nathan. So David says, what do you need to take with you to the beach? Generally, man.
When we go to the beach, it depends on which beach we go to. When we come here and we're at a restaurant here in Bucerias, they have chairs and
they have it all.
Food and everything. If we go to some of the less, it's not that they're less used beaches, but they're less commercialized, I guess. There's not many left around anymore.
There's one called Carrieros, white coral sand beach.
And so if we want to go there, we do need to bring our chairs and an umbrella. And if we want to have any food or drinks, we have to bring those with us.
And generally, we're the only gringos there. Period.
Yeah. It's not an overly busy beach. It's a lovely beach. So that is one of the things that we do. We haven't been to that beach in a while.
Yeah, that's my happy place. In the old days when I would be angry and pissed off, that's where I would go.
That's where you would go to decompress. Yeah.
Decompress. It was a great. I love that beach. I really do, because there's not too many coral beaches around in Mexico. Thank you. I think it's the only one for about 5 hours in any direction.
That is easily accessible.
Yeah. So, and there are properties over there. It's kind of at the end of Punta Mita, if you're wondering where it is. And there are $5 million lots for sale on that beach. 50,000 square feet, no construction. So yeah, it's a very, very expensive place, and the people that live there are, frankly, the upper echelon in Canadian society, and it's worth it. It is worth every freaking penny.
Well, the
That
privacy
It
and
is.
the
It's
beauty.
stunning. And if you're into scuba diving or snorkeling, you can get octopus and lobsters there. It's kind of like an ancient coral seabed that doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah, it's all dead.
It's all dead. It's been dead for thousands of years. And you can go through there snorkeling over above and go look down channels 20 and 30 feet deep and just see all the fish and the life in there. It is an amazing place.
Yeah. It's fun. We like to go there.
We also take our chairs with us. The thing is that when we go to the beach and it's a private, secluded beach, it looks like we're the Beverly Hillbillies because we bring everything with us. It's like when we pack, we have 1 or 2 suitcases extra that I don't think we need, but it feels comfortable having it.
It's very seldom that we don't use everything we bring.
Well, but when we look at like our children, Shay and Matt, when they go packing, they just pack teeny tiny. We pack big.
Yes. Well, yeah.
So that is what we take to the beach. And I'm seeing my WhatsApp is lit up.
Oh, wow. Now it's you that's been picked.
No, but I don't care. I don't need to go in there to see it. Yeah. All right. Well, what questions do you guys have? Like today, actually, let's just answer some questions and then we're done. So what questions do you have about us? Nothing too personal.
Why?
Ask personal
we
questions.
tell them pretty much everything.
That's true. Ask anything you want. I'll tell you the answer.
Except for weight. I'm not telling you how much I weigh.
I will tell you how much you weigh.
No, he won't. He values his life.
I will use it as a percentage of a loaf of bread.
I wouldn't even go there if I were you.
No, I would not go there. Okay, so ask questions here. Okay, is the water warm? Oh my gosh, is the water warm?
Right now, yes, it's like a bathtub.
It is a bathtub. It's like
it's been cooling down at night, so the water probably isn't as warm. You should go take them and try.
All right, I'm gonna take you in the water right now and tell you exactly what it is. So I'm
taking his socks and shoes off and everything, you guys.
Because when I go in the water with my socks, I have wet feet, and I don't like that.
Wet feet.
My hip is so sore.
Well, he's gonna go. I'll stay here.
She wants to check her email. So I'm going to walk you to the water and tell you as I'm going. There we go. So we've got these little piles of rocks. People are like, oh, it's so ugly. That could be gone tomorrow. The beach is alive here. There you go. This direction, everything is beautiful. And that's awesome. I mean, the beach is a living, breathing thing. I'm just going to stand here. It's still very warm. Oh no, it's definitely warm, but it's definitely cooling off. That's why the weather is changing. Whew. Last time I was in there, it really was like bath water. Now it's starting to cool off, so she's right. Grr. You were right, honey. She likes to hear that. I tell her it often. Because mostly it's true.
Well, it has to be cooler because...
Yeah, it is. It is.
In the mornings.
Yeah. You're right.
So is it too cold for you? Are you not going to go in now? At least you won't be allergic. Whatever bugs you won't get you when it's cool like this, right?
It is true. All right. So now I just have to twist this a little bit and then go up.
Here we go.
All right, so what Carrie says, hi kiddos.
Terry.
So the water is definitely warmer than Sylvan Lake right now. Sylvan Lake, it doesn't matter when we go, it's just cold.
No, gracias.
Not gracias. More Oaxaca stuff.
Yeah.
We didn't have to go.
Yes, we did. We needed to go. I had to get my coffee. They haven't come by with that today.
What?
Coffee.
Is somebody supposed to come by with coffee? Like, is there a person that does that? That sounds like a really cool idea. Have somebody who sells coffee. David said, for us in Canada, it would be warm, more than likely. Yes. Cherry says, we watched a coyote and deer out back today.
Cool.
That is cool. Like, was the coyote and deer playing? Was the coyote hunting the deer? Are they two separate things? Yeah, I don't know. So yes, most Canadians would find the water warm, but I find it very cool. And you know what? I should have known because the humidity is down, the coolness in the mornings is up. So yeah, and it is all based upon the water. Yeah. And it took me 10 years, 12 years of living here to figure that out. We went north. We were out by, I don't know, 3-4 hours north. And as we were coming down, at one point, the water got cold. I'm like, that's weird because it had been warm up until the point. And that was when the weather changed here. The moment that the water got cool here, then the weather changed. And I hadn't even figured that out, that this thing behind us controls the flipping weather in our place. Yeah. Even at nighttime, during the day and the night, the breezes go differently. So it's because ones they go away during the day or goes from the water out, and then in the evening it comes from the land and goes up. So it's very interesting how even the weather changes. Yeah, I'm not the brightest bulb on the tree, but that ocean is sure driving this weather train.
Well, we don't have much experience with ocean in Alberta.
David says, what is the average temperature there in the wintertime? You know, it's interesting. The weather doesn't change a lot here. It really doesn't from a percentage. What does change is the humidity.
Yeah, so, the humidity is definitely the big factor.
The weather here is maybe 26 degrees to 33 degrees. That's just kind of the high every single day. Yeah. And the humidity really does make that extra 7 degrees seem like 40 degrees extra.
So right now it is 28 degrees. And about 62% humidity. So it is just lovely outside. I'm going to check.
It is the perfect Alberta summer day, but that 62 degrees is, or 62% precipitation is a heck of a lot more than anything we've got in Alberta. Our lips would be cracked and dried, and our fingernails, our cuticles would be peeling. Lori says, my shirt matches the umbrella. I never thought of that. Thank you.
Aw,
I'm like an iguana or like a gecko. No. Chameleon.
Yes, gecko and iguana. Oh, so, my son sent me a little video yesterday. I didn't show John, but he's getting his car looked at because it got wet from a big tunnel that he went through accidentally. Anyways, so the mechanic is under the hood, and there's this big garobo. So they look like iguanas, but they're a little more aggressive. They would never actually, well, I don't know if they would never actually hurt you.
They're called black iguanas, but they are not iguanas.
And they're terrified of people, but it was under the hood. So the mechanic went to grab it, and he grabbed it once, and it didn't get far enough, so he grabbed it again, and he let go of the tail, so the tail came off. So Zach shows a picture of the garobo, and then the tail flopping around on the ground. And gross.
So two quick stories about lizards. I had the flu one day and was very ill. It was when we lived by the water. It's not COVID. And I'm laying in bed, unable to move. So sore.
And
flu or something. And all of a sudden, something was moving along my leg, and I jumped out of bed. What ended up happening was somehow up on the ceiling, one of the iguanas fell. The gecko. And the fan hit the tail off, and the tail fell on me and was flopping around. And
because that's their flight mechanism, right? They lose their tails because that's what gets grabbed, right, by
So
animals.
even though I felt like I couldn't move, boy, did I move.
Pretty fast.
I
yeah.
moved very fast out of bed. The other story was one of the black iguanas was in our front yard, and this was same house. And Spencer was going to go at it at the corner, and just as he did that, he was probably 8 or 9 years old. The iguana stood up and started running at him like a little Godzilla. It was awesome. So yeah, these are things
Terrifying for my poor baby.
we never saw these things in Alberta. You know, it's like you're out in the farmer's field and a prairie dog didn't come. Ah!
Sharing gecko stories. So in this same house, okay, so this house was full of geckos apparently. We had a big 15 passenger van, one of those big Ford Econoline vans. And we parked it in our little carport, which was a little narrow. And so I was in the passenger side and I was going to get out. So I'm kind of squished up between the van and the wall. And all of a sudden, a gecko went and jumped down my shirt. Well, that was terrifying because it was in my clothes. Yeah, that was not fun. That one was not fun.
Okay, so Terry says same for us in the Okanagan Lake, probably the weather, etc.
Yeah.
Hello, Mike Wright. Good morning to you, sir. We see you. And thank you, Lori, about the shirt matching, and good morning to you also. Yeah, I don't. This is the first day I've ever worn this shirt. I don't know when I bought it, but I can see I've got sweat starting here. So although it's
Hello, Teresa. How are you?
62% humidity, it's still humid enough that I'm getting some boob sweat.
You know, I don't call it that because it's vulgar.
Do I care about vulgar?
No, he does not. He does not.
So nobody's asking us questions here. Well, I guess some people are commenting.
Yeah. We are, we're just, you know what? We're just enjoying this. We're going to sit here for a little bit longer. We have to be home for noon unless we do our meeting here.
Now that would be awesome. Should we do our coaching call here?
So so we're just flat out chilling this morning, you guys, because what we thought we had to do, they basically said, you probably shouldn't be here. The stuff that we're using for fumigation, we wear like big, huge
It will
masks.
kill you. Not just the termites, it will kill you. Okay, we're gone. Bye-bye.
Yeah. So we said, okay, well, call me when you're done. We'll lock up.
Okay, so David said, yes. Terry says, I can't wait to see Wheezy there with you. Either can we.
I know, we're very excited. Chuita's very excited because she gets to meet her daughters, our granddaughters. Very excited. My mom is very excited to meet our granddaughters and her great granddaughters.
Well, yeah, we were chatting last night. It's been at least 35 years since she's been on a plane.
I think longer, but I don't remember.
So time goes by really fast when you're living it, right?
Yeah, that's what I said this morning too. It was like, okay, well, we have to get up and be ready to be at this house at 10. And then all of a sudden, and that was right around 9. All of a sudden, it's 9:30, and I'm like, we gotta hurry up. And we were just on Facebook and whatever, on our phones, and
so I think we're done, right? Nobody's asking any questions, so I guess we're done.
Other vendors coming.
What?
All the same stuff this morning. Like everybody is selling. Although maybe they know we miss it.
They do. Yeah, I think for us, if we could live anywhere else here, I think Oaxaca and Guanajuato.
We haven't been to Merida yet, but apparently the humidity there is even worse than here in the summer.
I can't. Because the humidity, when you're with air conditioning and solar panels.
But it's hard to work when it's that humid.
Yeah, no, gracias.
No, gracias, señora.
So Randy said, had her house done yet? So Randy says, had her house done yesterday. I give a week because of the dog and cat. Good idea. Dogs and cats are very sensitive.
Well, this is a different kind of fumigation, though, because they have termites in the wood. So they actually have to drill he calls it a gas, into the wood and then seal it. So it's a big, big process. He has to take off all the light, what what are they called? The
Fixtures.
not the fixtures.
The
The
receptacles.
receptacles and all that, and the plugins. They have to take those all off and put that stuff in there. I mean, it's a big process to do this. So our client is doing it for the new owners because that is one of the things that was found to be a problem in the inspection. We have a wonderful inspector that we use.
David,
And-
it's 11 a.m. here right now.
Yeah.
Breakfast at the restaurant, Mike, is good. I mean, the breakfasts here really are good.
Yeah, they have chilaquiles, they have omelets, they have...
Food tastes better when you're at the beach. Everything tastes better at the beach. Lori says, oh, I missed the beach. And Terry says, tell them to sell coffee. That's a good idea.
Well, I bought a bunch. I might have bought 15 kilos
Yeah,
when we were up there. So in Oaxaca. I guess that's down there, technically. Over there.
Over there.
There.
It really is. So it's later, it's later here than in Oaxaca. In Oaxaca, at 6 o'clock in the morning, it's bright.
Yeah.
Here, it's not till 8 o'clock. Maybe 7. I don't know. I'm never up that early. I've been getting up at 5:30, and now it's kind of like,
Well, vacation will do that to a person, right? So
Yes.
let me see. Where's
Sandra,
sunrise is 6:08, babe. Sunset 5:21.
really?
That seems early,
That's crazy.
and the humidity's gone down.
So Sandra says everything is better at the beach. It is.
That is not wrong. That is not wrong at all.
When you don't have a government telling you stuff. Like there used to be police tape here. There isn't anymore. I like it better without the police tape.
7:08 and 6:21 now on.
I think that's more to
Yeah,
the
I think so too, because it's definitely not. So I wonder why there's been something going on with the weather app on my phone.
global warming.
No, it shows that we're getting down to 12 degrees at night. We are not getting down to 12 degrees at night here. That is almost unheard of.
Fake news.
So I don't know why it is so off, and it's been like that now for like a month.
But WeatherBug is right.
But WeatherBug seems to be more correct. Even the sunrise and sunset, 5:21. It is definitely not dark at 5:21 here.
If you want a great app, and I can thank Wayne and Marlene for this, is WeatherBug. It even tells you the lightning that's going on around you,
And there's
forest
a hurricane
fires.
center, so it tells you
Yeah,
where,
hurricane warnings on this weather app.
and air quality.
And if you have an Android, it's only $5 for the year to get the professional version, which is just without commercials.
The closest stripe of lightning is 1,977 kilometers away. Oh, there's Shirley.
Awesome.
I'm gonna just grab her the keys.
Well, no, let's say goodbye. Say goodbye.
I'm just gonna grab her the keys.
All right. So I'm not going to say goodbye yet, although I should. But we will say goodbye right away. Good morning, Shirley.
All right, so, yeah.
Okay, so David, I think I answered your. Oh wait, okay, yeah, I've got everything under control here. I don't know what she's chatting about. Shirley has a mask on because they kind of demand masks when you're walking around a restaurant, but when you're eating, you don't need to. So until you're eating, you're not protected. But when you aren't eating, you need to be protected. Whatever that means. I know it's funny. Thank you, Kent. Hello to you. When you're in the airport, they have everybody social distance. So you've got your 6 feet apart. But then they herd you in the plane and you're all together. So apparently you can catch the COVID when you're in line, but when you're in the plane, you're protected. I can't figure this world out. I never know when I'm protected and when I'm not. So that's just why I take care of my immune system and take all these supplements, etc., which they tell me if I get the COVID, it will be less. So we'll see. Is anybody out there terrified of the COVID? Because I don't think we should be terrified. And it's funny when Christie leaves, that's immediately what I go to because it's pissing me off. Yeah. Wow, we've still got viewers here. Apparently, I'm not even taking people off because more people are staying. So, but we're gonna say goodbye now. Christie is done.
I'm back.
Are you going to say goodbye now?
No,
Come
I'm
on.
not letting them go. They have to sit and talk to us all day.
Terry says, Kent says hi.
Again,
We could be here all day if you wanted us to, because the beach is here.
We can just stop talking and you can just watch the waves and listen to the waves.
We could move and you could pretend you were sitting in these chairs. My favorite part of COVID is the hand sanitizers everywhere, because I loved hand
John's a freak
sanitizer.
with hand sanitizers anyways. So.
I've been a freak my whole life with hand sanitizer.
Well, let's just say he's been a freak his whole life. Let's just leave it at that.
So Randy says on Alaska Airlines, still nobody in middle seats. Well, that's terrible, because on Volaris, on Air Canada, everywhere else.
You just are our flights here in Mexico were full, like packed full, every seat filled.
So,
but masks the whole time, and I will tell you, sitting in a plane with a mask on is very uncomfortable.
Unless you're drinking. If you're drinking, mask off. Because you're drinking, you're protected. So Terry says our Heather and Tristan just had COVID. I hope they got through it okay. Terry
I saw that
says
Heather was sick. I didn't realize it was COVID. So they're in the States.
Kent says it's snowing there. We like our weather more.
Bless you.
Back off, Karen. It's just allergies. That's a mask that a friend of ours makes. I love it. It's actually calmed down, Karen. It's just allergies. I like that.
Yes.
What else do we see here? Yeah, I think we're caught up. Sandra, I like your comment, everything is better at the beach. Because it is better at the beach. Everything is better at the beach.
Yeah.
Food is even tastier at the beach.
We're just really enjoying living in Mexico. I don't know if you guys have caught that from what we've said over the past few months.
We have been down to nothing 7 times. Nothing. 20 pesos to our name. No credit cards. 20 pesos. And I would not change it for the world. And I mean, obviously, those are many years ago. We haven't had money issues in forever. But it's a much better place. If you're going to be broke in Mexico, because nobody freezes to death here.
That's right. They're not going to shut your heat off. Or
shut your water off. They can't do that here.
Yeah, they can shut your electricity off, so you have no internet, phone. But.
Sandra Ray says, we get our groceries delivered and go to the beach every day. Not many are on the beach. No worries of COVID for us.
Yeah.
Awesome.
You know, and that's the thing, people are so worried about coming down here. The planes are filtering their air. So the air on the planes is very clean. They've got HEPA filters and all that kind of stuff.
That guy behind me, I'm waving it.
So they there's no issues with that. The restaurants, the majority of them are open air, so you can come and the waiters, the staff, they all are wearing masks. There's hand sanitizer everywhere.
I just put this on. I'm going to put it on again because it's just a good idea.
It is killing my nails and my cuticles. It's so drying, this stuff. It's brutal. It is absolutely brutal.
Yeah, actually, it is kind of drying. I do have things on my nails, but not my cuticles.
And normally at this time of year we don't, because it's so humid. So it is brutal, the dryness of hand sanitizer.
We still haven't got our pool under construction yet because it's not in our name yet, which sucks a lot. Yeah. So we have to get the lot in our name, and for whatever reason, our lawyer is being a little slow. A lot slow, actually, because I think we're 2 months ago we started the process. And all it has to do is the lot has to go into our name and then be put into our trust. The guy who sold it to us, he needed the money fast. So the only way that we could do it quickly was to put it in a Mexican's name. So, Chuita, can we do this? And she says, oh, yeah, of course. Mm-hmm. So we did it, but now we have to get it in our name in order to roll it into our trust, our bank trust, and then get the work done. If we do the work in advance, it increases the value. We have to pay oodles more in taxes, etc., because there's only capital gains on raw land. If you have no construction on the property, actually, if we were to build the casitas on the property and the pool, we probably would be able to do this easy.
What do you mean?
No, actually, because we would be increasing the property value regardless. And it would be coming to us not as a gift, but with stuff built on it. So yeah, that's not gonna work.
No, so we just have to wait. We have to be patient. Unfortunately,
Sorry, Shay.
that means that the pool might not be ready before Christmas.
Which was when our goal was to have it ready by Christmas Day. Actually, it was to be early November, which has passed.
Well, we were hoping to start early November. We were hoping to have it done by mid-November or early December. Now, I suppose it's still a slight chance we could have it ready by Christmas if we can get the lot put in our name fast, but we'll see. We're waiting impatiently for that to be done.
It is weird having the cash and just like
And not
no
being able to
process,
spend it.
no process in place
Hi, Estelle.
to do this. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, nobody's commenting here, so I guess we're done.
I guess so. I think
All right,
we
guys.
have bored these people long enough.
Yeah, you didn't ask us any private questions or personal questions for us to
We
answer.
enjoyed chatting with you.
Yeah.
And thank you for the interaction that we did have with you this morning. It's always fun when people are asking us questions and commenting.
Yep. So, all right, guys.
We're going to say goodbye.
Have
We'll see you
a
tomorrow.
fantastic Tuesday. Adios.